All right, guys. So that's my bike, and today is the Rural Atlanta N2 track day here in Braselton, close to Atlanta, Georgia. Um I had a lot of fun, no doubt about it, but not as much as I had expected. Uh, the reasons why I did not have as much fun as I anticipated, I'll cover later. But I just want to show you guys how you can tow this motorcycle or put this motorcycle on that U-Haul trailer and safely tow it. And for most part, or for the entire video or this whole activity, we can do on our own. Yesterday when I put it on this trailer, I did not take anybody's help. Not that I'm proud about it, just that the procedure that I followed, it worked out well. I did not take anybody's help. So that's the trailer, guys. I rented it from U-Haul, $25 a day. I also opted for $8 a day insurance, since I am doing it for the first time. Pardon all the roaring sounds of these beautiful machines here. Currently the advanced group is going. After that there will be a session of intermediate group and the novice group. I'm going to skip that session, the last one, because I'm not feeling confident of or about my bike at all, so I just don't want to try my luck. Alright, so this trailer is attached to this Ford F-150 truck. I borrowed it from one of my colleagues, very nice guy. Thank you so much to you, Victor. Huge shout out. So yeah, also before I start towing the motorcycle, I want to let you guys know that I also purchased these 4 tie down ratchet wraps from Home Depot. Their carrying capacity or the brake or carrying capacity is 500 pounds. I believe the braking capacity is 1500 pounds. I don't know what that means, but from the research that I've done, I think these are more than enough for your motorcycle. The other thing, or rather unconventional thing that I tried when I towed my motorcycle in this trailer is I used this paddock stand. I know most of you guys would wonder why a paddock stand on a trailer, but trust me guys, the way I did it, it turned out so well that the motorcycle was not shaking at all. I mean, it was shaking, but not it wasn't shaking because of the loose straps. Sorry about that. So yeah, again, I just thought I would go ahead with that method. I had no idea that it will work out good, but fortunately it did. So let me get started. I will put this ramp down. It's a very nice, solid, heavy ramp. The best thing about it is you can just unhook these what's wrong with it? These safety latches, and you can let it go, and this latch or this ramp will still not fall. So to bring it down, all you have to do is just pull this ramp really nicely, because it's a very heavy ramp. But as you can see, it doesn't fall at all. So That way it's really good. All right, so time to bring the motorcycle and put it on this track. Oh yeah, before that, I'm so sorry. I thought I would move this trailer in such a way that when the motorcycle is loaded, I don't have to back this truck up. I believe it's gonna be a difficult task to back this truck with this trailer with a motorcycle on it. So I'm gonna quickly reverse this trailer and probably park it somewhere there so that we have no trouble whatsoever when we are done and when we are about to go. So give me some time. Alright folks, so I'm gonna go get my bike on this trailer. Okay, so once you have put the bike on the trailer, make sure you align it in such a way that your front wheel goes and fits into that slot, and take that as a measure or rather a position or a point, and bring your bike a little to the back side so that you can put it on the side stand like I've shown here. If you don't bring it back, the choke will hold your tire pretty tightly, and it might even damage. So bring it just a little back, put it on a side stand, make sure the bike is secure. How do you do that is you put your bike in the first gear so that it doesn't come sliding down. Now before I get the paddock stand, let me guys just show you the condition of my tires. I don't think this is my tires rubber, but rather the rubber that was there on the track, and I have no clue how do I get rid of it. Maybe I need to ride it more, which seems like difficult coming given that we are entering into winter season here. Anyway, so I'll go get the paddock stand. I'm gonna position the camera over here so that you guys can see while I do it. There you go. That's my paddock stand. I will position it. So I'll position it in such a way that both the wheels on either side fit into the slotted structure or the slotted floor that this trailer has. I would rather prefer the wooden trailers over these, but U-Haul does not rent wooden trailer. Anyway, alright. So putting your bike on paddock stand, the procedure is pretty standard, pretty same. Just by your hand, make sure both the spokes are aligned, and then there you go. As you can see, the bike is on paddock stand in first gear, and there is still some room to go between the choke and the front wheel. Now this is a very dangerous position, so no, it's not. Actually, there is a contact between the rear wheel and the floor bed of this trailer, so I would say it's not as tricky as I was expecting. Otherwise, what would happen is, the moment you put your motorcycle on paddock stand, your rear wheel will get lifted, it will lose the contact to the ground, and no matter you put it in the first gear, it would just come crashing down because there is no engaged, or the rear wheel is not engaged with the ground. In this case, as you can see, it is engaged, and I can push this bike forward right into the slot. Let me just make sure. Okay, there you go. Now it's coming back sliding. So before it worsens, I will do one thing. I will use this strap and this strap right around this paddock stand, and I will hook it in such a way that one side is holding this clamp and the other side is holding this clamp. And once that is done, I will start tightening it. That way these straps will be pushing the stand and the motorcycle forward. Let me just show it, do it and show you. Alright, I'm hoping you guys are able to see what I'm doing. I don't know how else I can make sure you guys are seeing what I'm doing. So what I will do is, for now, I'll just do it and hold the camera as I do it. That way, oh no, I don't think you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. So let me try this angle. Oh no, I'll just put it on the floor, and once it's done, I'll show you what exactly or how exactly it looks like. So this is the other end of the strap. You put it across, put it around the paddock stand, and take it all the way. And put it here. Okay. Similarly, I'll do it on the other side, and I'll show you once it's done. you can see, this one end is, yeah, I put one end on this particular strap or hook, and the other end is on this particular strap hook. And as you can see, it's pretty loose. Similarly, I've done the same thing on this side, one end here and the other end here. But here you can see there is a lot of slack. So what I'm going to do, or what I'm going to suggest, is before you start tightening the ratchet strap, make sure you remove as much slack as you can manually. Otherwise what will happen is there will be a huge roll accumulating here, and the ratcheting effort will go down. So while you guys are seeing it, let me just do it here. There we go. So make sure no more slack, and then hold it here and release the lock and start ratcheting. As you can see, okay, sure, you guys will be able to see it better from here. As I'm tightening this, finding it hard. Okay, great. So as I'm tightening it, the motorcycle is moving. That's it. Don't tighten it too much, because we have the other side to be tightened as well. So let us do it in a balanced way. Okay, same thing, tighten it manually. Okay, so looks like I need to remove it and fix it. Okay, alright. Much better. Alright. So tighten it manually as much as you can by your hand, and at this point you can start tightening it, and watch. As I'm tightening it, the motorcycle is moving forward. Okay. Pretty tight. Now you can see I've tightened it pretty much good. I need to tighten it more on this side as well. And as I'm tightening it, you will see the motorcycle is moving forward. It looks like it is not aligned properly, so I'm going to fix the alignment. Give me just a minute. Okay, so I have fixed the alignment, but for some reason the floor is pushing it to left side. So I'm holding the handlebar and I'm tightening it. There we go. Pretty tight. Now I'll try one more. I think that's pretty solid. So let me make sure this side there is no sag. There is some sag, so I'm going to fix it. There we go. That's it. Pretty solid, huh? And there you go, guys. I'm pretty sure with these two tie down wraps I can tow this motorcycle without having any issues, but I would prefer safety over confidence, so I'm anyway going to use the other two tie down straps as well. I have Canyon dancers that I recently purchased, so I'm going to use that. Let's just take a look at it as well. All right, folks. So these are the Canyon dancers that I ordered from Amazon. They're very solid build quality, no complaints. As you can see, these are the kind of scoops that go inside your handlebars on either side, and then you just tighten it. And they also have a soft cushion, so it doesn't brush against your motorcycle's plastic or metal parts and scratch them. Let me just put them, and you guys can take a look as I do it. Okay, so let me just show you while I do it. So this is a scoop that you put inside your handlebar, and you just pull this strap from this side. You do the same thing over this side and pull it from here, and make sure that the soft cushion is actually touching your motorcycle and not these rough straps which can scratch and damage your paint or plastic. Alright, so now what we are going to do is we are going to put one end of that hook, and the other end of that hook will go and will connect to that strap, and then we will tighten the ratchet straps. Let me do one thing. Let me put it on my head and see how it goes. I'm hoping this is going to give you a nice first person view of what I'm doing. Okay, so you take one end of this and put it here, and the other end should go on this hook. What I usually prefer is this mechanism to be as close to the or as far away from the motorcycle, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to loosen it a bit. How do I do that? I'll just pull this lock mechanism and okay, and unwind this. That is going to give me there we go. So now what we will do is we will change the sides. Remember, this side of the rope is gonna remain fixed, so this guarantees me it's as much away from my motorcycle. And now the same principle. Before I do that, I'll straighten it up so that there are no unwanted twisties. Okay, all right, there we go. As we had discussed earlier, I'm going to manually remove as much sack as I can, and for convenience we're going to do it from outside. Okay, I'm not sure whether you guys are able to see what I'm doing. I think it's better I do it from inside. Okay, so same thing, we are going to remove as much sack as we can by hands. There we go, and I'll start ratcheting it. Okay, I don't know why it's getting stuck at this point. Okay, there we go. Don't tighten it too much. Remember, we have to do it balanced way, so we'll do it on this side as well. Same thing, the fixed side, we'll hook it to the canyon dancers like this. Let me do it this way. The reason why I want to do it this way is, God forbid, if something happens, if this breaks, this cables or this snaps, this hook is gonna go fly that side. If I do it this way, and if this hook or this cable snaps, this is gonna go fly on this side and it's gonna hit my motorcycle and it's gonna damage it. So I'll do it this way. This is my guesswork, but I think I'm pretty good in physics, so I think I'm right. Anyway, so same thing, hold this and okay, unwind. For some reason it's not working fine, but that's fine. There we go. That's fine. Remove the sack as much as you can manually. Once that is done, start ratcheting. That's it. I think it's a little loose, so we go, that's it. It is not fit. So I'll come this side and I will make sure there is no sag. Give it one more click if I can. There we go. Nice. Now once these are tightened, because you have tightened these, it must have pulled the bike even further. So once again check these if there is a sag. Yes, there is. So give it few more clicks, couple of them should be enough. It will take one more. There we go. I think that's it. It's more than enough. Same goes here. Pretty loose. That's it. Now you can see motorcycle is fit perfectly fine. Absolutely no movement, no bouncing. I'll put it back in the neutral. Okay, it's in neutral. Okay, for some reason I think it can take one more click. Let me try it. No, it won't. That's fine. Alright, looks pretty good. Make sure there are no moving parts, nothing is moving. Alright, rock solid. That's what we want when you are towing. And now lift the ram. Place the hooks, secure them properly, and we're good. All right, so guys, so folks, this is how you can secure your motorcycle on this particular U-Haul trailer, which has this choke for motorcycles, using 4 ratchet straps all by yourself. I will try to tow this motorcycle without paddock stands next time and see how it goes. I will figure out what would be the best point where we can circle these ratchet straps to secure it. All right, so just remember one thing, you don't necessarily have to use this same exact method, but just apply a little bit of physics and make sure your straps are either pushing or pulling your motorcycle in just one direction. It shouldn't be the case that your front straps are pulling your motorcycle on the front side and these straps are pulling your motorcycle on the opposite side. If you do that, most likely, you will be able to do it just fine, but by doing that you will be stretching some parts of your motorcycle, and here in this case we are only putting pressure on the handlebars, so the forks naturally, whereas on the rear side the straps are just pulling the paddock stand, and the paddock stands are making sure the spools are in place, so there is no pull on the rear side. All right, that is it. I guess we'll wrap up here. I'll head back home.